But we started seeing a different type of shark. And we're like, okay, so what is this? So it's got a blunt nose. So then you do research, and there's only 2 sharks that have blunt noses, a 7 gill and a 6 gill. And both of them are deep water sharks. So finally we were out diving one day. Well, poor Mike wasn't. He was on the boat, and I was underwater with a professional underwater photographer. I semi-professional. I had a really big, really high quality video camera system. And we get images of this shark. I'll tell you the story later. It's a very, very awesome story. But we get images of the shark, and then like we're asking around, and we go and ask the scientists, well, what kind of shark is this? And they're like, well, it can't be a 7 gill because they don't come in this shallow. And it's like, I'm sorry, I can count to 7. You know, I learned to count to 7 when I was very, very young. And this did the video. Yeah. Not only is the video very clear, but of course the professional images were absolutely clear. So this was the first time that we had really, really high quality, solid proof.
So
And not
what
only
year is this about? Like, is this like,
was it 2012, Mike?
Let's see. I'm not sure the date of that dive where I was on the boat and you were seeing the shark, but I'm thinking around this 2009.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It was, yes, he's exactly right. It was 2009.
okay, so before this, there wasn't really any irrefutable evidence that there had been a 7 gill in the San Diego area, or it was just kind of like everybody suggested it or talked about it, but you guys wanted to get some sort of evidence that the shark was there.
Yeah, well, we had been going out trying to definitely get that. We had prior to that, we had going back, I think, a year and a half, we had records from other people
Okay.
who had seen them and had images, but they weren't really super high quality and guaranteed, because not only do you need to see the nose and the gills and the freckling pattern, but you have to see where those fins are. Remember, we talked about how the difference between a taupe and a thresher shark and a 7 gill. You really have to see where those fins are and the shape and the length of that tail. So we had all of that on one shark from multiple angles, from multiple photographers. So it's like, no question, you cannot refute this. And so finally we did have somebody who came back and said, yeah, it definitely is a 7 gill. And we're like, yeah, we know. So then we
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the club is the obvious.
That launched, and Mike can share all about his 7 gill shark sightings.org project, a very, very big project. So that was the thing that really got Mike and I going and saying, look, we need to do something about this.